Hello, my dear students. Hope you are all well by God's grace. I am LK Naik. I welcome you all to Elling Studies. Today we are going to do arithmetic progression exercise.
Exercise 5.2 arithmetic progression, question number 9. If the third and the ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of this AP is 0? Dear students, here first of all we need to know what is given to us. It is given that A3 is equal to 4, okay, is equal to 4, it is given to us. And what more is given to us? A9 is equal to minus 8, it has been given to us. So from here what we can get actually, from here in the from the first condition we can get A3 is equal to what? We know AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D. So it will be A plus 2D. A plus 2D will be equal to 4. Because this number will be less than this number, okay. So here similarly we can get A plus, since it is 9, it will be 1 less, it will be 8D. Without using formula you can do it directly, just it will be 1 less. Remember students, this formula is very important. AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D. You cram this equation by heart, or you can say formula by heart, okay. Here there are 4 terms AN, A, N and D. You need to understand what is the difference between A and N. Students generally confuse between N and AN. N is the nth term, where AN is the nth value. Suppose if I write an AP as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like this way if you write, you should clearly understand what is meant by AN and N. This you see, if you consider this as 6, this is the third term, first, second, third term. So n is equal to 3 here. Here you will write n is equal to you will write 3, because this is a first term, this is second term and this is third term. But A3, very important my dear students, A3, where this A3 is coming, this is third term, you see this 3 is coming here, this 3 is coming here, A3 is equal to 6. So this is the value of the third term. When you are writing AN is equal to some value, suppose say X. So this shows that nth value, the nth term, the value of the nth term of the AP is X. I will again repeat, the value of the nth term of the AP is X. This means the value of the third term is 6. You see, the value of the third term 1, 2, 3. The value of the third term is 6. Similarly, the value of the fifth term, this is fourth term and this is fifth term. The value of fifth term A5 is equal to 10. This means the value in an AP, the value of the fifth term is 10. Okay. So here this thing you should understand. It is very important, dear students. So A3 means the value of the third term is 4. A3 is equal to 4 means the value of the third term is 4. You see third term is 4. Similarly here the value of the nth term is minus 8. You see if the nth term is minus 8. So from these two equations, A plus 2D is equal to 4 and A plus 8D is equal to minus 8. After solving we can get the value of A and we can get the value of D, isn't it? By solving these two equations. Now which term of this AP is 0? So from here which term of the AP is 0? Now here it is turned AN is equal to 0. You see, now which term of the AP and the value of which term is 0? Very important. Okay, so we need to find the n. Okay, we need to find the value of n, and in this equation there are 4 variables. This I will not repeat you in the remaining questions. So this is, there are 3 variables, A to the AN, A, N and D. If the 4, among these 4 unknowns, if 3 are known, then the fourth one can be easily calculated from this equation. So here AN is given to us 0, A is already known, D is already known from this solving these 2 equations. So A is known, D is known, So we need to get the value of n. Okay, dear student, we need to get the value of n. So by using this equation, we can get the value of n. So with this said, let us go to the solution. Now see, it is the solution. First one, a3 is equal to 4 means the third term of the AP is 4. It is given the third term of the AP is 4. So if you use this formula, a is equal to a plus n minus 1d, we got a plus 2d is equal to 4, which is equation number 1. Clear? Similarly, a ninth term of the AP is minus 8. So ninth term of the AP is minus 8. So a9 is what? A plus 9 minus 1d, that is equal to a plus 8d is equal to 8. And this is the second equation. If you solve these two equations, we will get the value of d as minus 2. Clear, students? It is yes, see, a plus 2d is equal to from here, and a plus 8d is equal to minus 8 is from here. So if you solve these two, these things we have already studied in the earlier classes, so no need to explain here. So a minus a, it cancels out, 8d minus 2d, you got a 6d, and minus 8 minus 4, if you subtract it, so it will give you minus 12. So you got d is equal to minus 2. Now we got the value of d. Now we need to get the value of a. We can put the value of a in this equation. So here, from here, what we get? A is equal to 4 minus 2d. You see, a is equal to 4 minus 2d. Put the value of d here. D is equal to minus 2. D is equal to minus 2. Put the value of minus 2. So we got 4 minus plus 4, that is equal to 8. So now an is 0. I told you which term, this is, in this case we have to read like this, which term of the AP, means the value of which term of the AP is 0. So this is the formula, a plus n minus 1d is equal to 0, because we know an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So putting the value of a and d, we got the value of n as 5. Okay, students. So what is that? So which term of the AP is 0? The final answer is, so in this AP where the third term is 4 and the ninth term is minus 8, so in this particular AP, the fifth term is 0. Let us check. The third term is 4. The first term, what is the first term? First term is 8. Let us check. First term is 8. Now what is d? D is minus 2. If you write minus 2, it will be 6. And 6 minus 2, it is a 4. 4 minus 2, it is 2. And 2 minus 2, it is 0. You see, the fifth term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. The fifth term is 0. Hence the answer. Okay. Now you can take a screenshot. Question number 10. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Now what is the common difference? So you have to find the value of d. Because common difference is represented as d, we have to get the value of d is equal to what? And since there is only one variable, we need to frame only one equation, isn't it? So from where we can get the equation? The 17th term of AP exceeds the 10th term by 7. You see from here, the 17th term of AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. So the 17th term is denoted as A17, isn't it? The 17th term, the value of the 17th term, A17 means what? The value of the 17th term exceeds, it is more than the 10th term. So A 10th term will be represented by A10. So this A17th term exceeds the 10th term. So it is minus, because this is more and this is less. So therefore A17 is more and A10 is less. So according to the question, it is equal to 7. Okay. Now here is the equation. From this equation, we can easily get the value of d. What will be A17? You can directly write, because it is the same AP. In the same AP, A and D will be same only. There will be no difference. So in A17 will be A plus 1 less than 17. It will be 16D. Okay, dear students. Then you put minus, and similarly A10 will be what? A plus, it will be 1 less than 10. It will be 9D will be equal to 7. Now here you see A and minus A cancels out. So 16D minus 9D, that is equal to 7D is equal to 7, and D will come to be 1. So this question is very easy. Okay. Now let us see the fresh solution. Now this is solution. So let the first term of the AP be A and the common difference be D. We have represented. So it is given the 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. It is given to us. Now A17 we know it is A plus 16D, and A10 we know it is A plus 9D, and putting this value of A17, A10 in this equation 1, we get A plus 16D is equal to A plus 16D minus A plus 9D. A plus 16D you got from where? From here, A17. And A plus 9D from where? Because it is A10. We have got from here. So after putting this value of A17, A10 in the equation number 1, we got like this, and after solving we got a D is equal to 1. That's it, dear students. So it was easy. Now you can take the screenshot. Now question number 11, which term of the AP is 3, 15, 27, 39 will be 132 more than its 54th term? Means, first of all, try to understand the question. From the given AP, we got the value of A is equal to 3. First term is equal to 3. Okay. And the D is equal to, the very first thing we got, that is 15 minus 3. Okay. That is equal to 12. We got the value of A and D, isn't it? One thing you must remember, if in AP, you know the value of A, and if you know the value of D, you can get the value of any term, isn't it? You can get the value of any term. So here, this now we need to find out what will be the 54th term. What will be the 54th term? First of all, we will get to A54. A54 will be equal to what? It will be equal to A plus, it will be 1 less than 54, it will be 53D, isn't it? It will be 53D. So putting the value of A is what? 3 plus 53, you write 53, and D is what? 12. Okay. If you solve it, if you multiply and add, you will get some value. Let that value suppose be X. Okay. Let that value be X. After adding these two, you will get the value of X. Now you got the value of A54 as X. Now we have what we have to do? We want to get that term which will be 132 more than 54th term. Now the 54th term is X. So which term of the AP will be 132 more than X? This means now AN will be equal to what? X plus 132. You see, X plus which term, with the value of which term will be 132 more than this value X? Because this X is 54th term, this is 54. Okay, this means actually according to the question we have to find this value of nth term, which is the 54th term is what? Let the 54th term is A54. A54 plus it will be 132. Okay, this is the given condition. Which term of the AP, AN means what? Which term of the AP will be 132 more than the 54th term, because this is there was 54th term. Okay, so this is the condition given to us. Now we got A54 as X and 132 is given from here. So now here we need to get the value of AN. So what is that? AN, we know that A is equal to 3, D is equal to 2, 12. So AN, so A is known to us, D is known to us. From here you see, from here as I already told you, and AN is also known to us because X is known to us. If you add these two, you get the value of X. So you add it. After adding, this AN is also known. Again I am telling you, if in this equation AN is equal to A plus, why I am telling you again and again, dear students, because once you write again and again, it is very easy to memorize. You will mix with your blood. Now here A is known to us, D is known to us, AN is known to us, so we can easily get the value of N. That is the question, which term? So we can get the value of N. With this hint, now let us see the fresh solution. Okay. In the given AP, A is equal to 3, it is very clear from here, and D you can get 15 minus 3 is equal to 12. Okay, you got the value of A and D. Now A54 is what? From here A54th term. A54 will be equal to A plus 53D. Okay, A54 is equal to A plus 53D. Now put the value of A is equal to 3, and put the value of D is equal to 12. If you got A54 is equal to 639. Okay. Now according to the question AN, we have to find which N means what? The value of nth term. Which term? The value of which term will be 132 more than the 54th term. The 54th term is 639. You add it. So AN is equal to 771. This means we need to get the value of AN. Which term of the AP will be 771. Now you use it. This is the equation. A plus AN, you know, A plus N minus 1D is equal to 771. And we know the value of A, we know the value of D, and everything is known, and we can calculate the value of N. Now freshly you see, putting the value of A and D, this is A and this is D. Putting the value of A and D in equation 2. Okay, after solving, we got N is equal to 65. You can easily solve it. Okay, so hence our answer is 65. Clear, students? So here you can see, let us check. So A54 is what? A54 is equal to how much? A54 is 639, isn't it? 639. And A65 is how much? A65 we got how much? So A65 is equal to 771. 771. So if you subtract it, 2, and it is 6 minus 3, it is a 3, and it is 132. So you see, it is 132 more. Clear? This means the value of 65th term is 132 more than the value of the 54th term. Okay, students, I think it is clear. Now you can take a screenshot. Number 12, two APs have the same common difference. Okay, the difference between their 100th terms is 100. Okay, what is the difference between their 1000th term? So here there are two APs. Okay, AP1, there are two APs, AP1 and AP2. Clear? AP1 and AP2, there are two APs. So but have the same common difference. So here we can take the first term as A and the common difference as a D, and here the first term as A dash and the common difference as D. Why same D? Because that common difference are same. So in this we are having how many A dash? So there are how many variables? A dash and D. There are three variables. Okay. Now the difference between their 100th term is 100. 100th term. So in the AP, so in the AP1, okay, let the 100th term is the 100th term. In AP1, the 100th term will be what? It will be A, it is A plus, it is 101 less, it will be 99D. Similarly, in the case of AP2, the 100th term will be what? In the 100th term will be equal to what? It will be A dash, because here the first term is A dash plus 99. Why 99? It should be 1 less than 100, 99D. So according to the question, AP1, 100th term of AP1 and the difference, the AP2, you see it is given, this is what? The 100th term of the AP1 and this is what? The 100th term of the AP2, this given as 100, isn't it? Now if you put these two values, this is the value of 100th term AP1 and this is the value of 100th term AP2. If you put these values, we will get A plus 99D, then here put it bracket and minus, and here it is A dash plus 99D is equal to 100, isn't it, my dear students? So here you see A 99D minus 99 cancels, we are left with A minus A dash is equal to 100. We got this from this given condition. Now what you have to find out? We have to find out AP1 1000th term of AP1, the difference between the 1000th term of the AP1. This will be AP2000th, isn't it? What is this? This is the 1000th term AP1 and this is, what is this? This is 1000th term AP2. We have to get the value of this one, isn't it? So what is this? This will be equal to A, because it is A here, A plus this 1000, it is 999D, isn't it? And here it is minus, here again it will be what? In this case the A dash, it is A dash, it will be plus 999D will be equal to what? It will be equal to We have to find it out. That is equal to, this is the value, because what is the difference between this 1000 term and this is the value we got. So 990 minus 990, this will cancel out, and we are left with a minus a dash. You see, we are left with a minus a dash, and we got the value of a minus a dash is equal to 100. So here also the required answer is 100. Okay, dear students, I hope you have understood. Now let us see the fresh solution. It is A and the common difference is D in the case of first AP, and in the case of second AP, let it is A dash and the common difference is D. So here it has been given, isn't it, the 100th term of the first AP and the 100th term of the second AP, isn't it? This is what does this represent? This represents the 100th term of the first AP, and this represents the 100th term of the second AP, that is given out to be 100. Okay. Now we know the 100th term of the first AP will be A plus 99D, because the first term is A and common difference is D. Similarly, the 100th term of the second AP will be A dash plus 99D, because the first term is A dash and the common difference is D. We are using what? The formula AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D. We are using this formula, we are getting the value of these two things. Now putting these two values, A 100th term of the first AP, A 100th term of the second AP in this equation, putting values of this one, A 100th one of the first AP, A 100th term of the second AP in equation 1, means from these three equations what we get? A minus A dash is equal to 100, as I told you earlier. Now we need to get the difference between 1000th term. This is the 1000th term of the first AP and this is the 1000th term of the second AP. If you get the difference after cancellation, you got A minus A dash is equal to 100, hence the required difference is 100. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comments. I will further try to clear it. With this, now let us go to the next question. Now before that, you take the screenshot, dear students. Now question 13, how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? Dear students, this question is important from examination point of view, very important. Okay. Now how many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? You have to consider the 3-digit numbers. Okay. So the least 3-digit number is 100 and the greatest 3-digit number is 999. Here you need no explanation because it is a child's play. Okay. To write the least 3-digit number and the greatest 3-digit number. The question is, if in between these 3-digit numbers there are how many such numbers which are divisible by 7? Okay. Clearly 100 is not divisible by 7. How to get the least 3-digit number which is divisible by 7? So for this, what you have to do, you just take 100 and divide it by 7. Okay, dear students. So it is 7 1 just 7, 8 9 10, it is 3, and you write 0, 7 4 just 28. So your answer is here 2. Okay. So here, since it is not divisible, since the remainder is there, so 100 is not divisible 7. So what to do? So as you have got 14, you take a 15, the very next number, and into 7. So that is equal to 105. So 105 is the least 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. Now we need to get the value, that 3-digit number, the greatest 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. How to get it? Again, similarly, you divide 999 by 7. So 7 1 just 7. Okay, it is 2 and it is a 9. So it will be 4. So it will be 28. 28 the 1 and it is a 19. Again, if you put 7 2 just 14 and it is a 5. So the remainder is 5. So since there is since the remainder is not 0, so 999 is not divisible by 7. So what to do? Which number? Then what? Simply you do subtract it. 999 minus 5, you will get it to 4 and you will get it 9 and you will get it 9. So 994 is the largest 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. My dear students, this is very important. In every case it will be same only. Now what to do? Now how many? So therefore the series is what? The first number, 3-digit number which is divisible by 7 is 105. The next will be 112, isn't it? Because in the case of division, difference will be 7 only. then again plus 7, it will be 119 plus 7. Now like this way, the last one is what? 994, the greatest 3 digit number which is divisible by 7. So this is the series, means these are the numbers which are divisible by 3 digit numbers which are divisible by 7. Now we need to know what are the number of terms, means we need to get the value of n. My dear students, we need to get the value of n. How many numbers are there in this AP? So here it is you see A is given to us, it is known to us, A is 105, D is also it is 7, A is 105, and D is what? D is 7, because it is 112 minus 105 is 7, and AN is equal to what? It is 994, isn't it? It is 994 from here. So again you see 1, 2, 3 variables are known, the fourth variable can be easily calculated, and the value of n what you will get, that is the required answer to this particular question. Okay, now let us see the fresh solution. Okay, let us see the solution. So as I told you, the smallest 3 digit number is 100. So 100 is not divisible. If you divide it, you are getting 14.2. So the very next number is 15. So you got as 105. So 105 is the least 3 digit number which is divisible by 7. So the series becomes what? 105. The next will be plus 7. If you add plus 7 to 105, you will get 112. If you add 7 to 112, you will get 119. Now we need to get the last term. How to get it? Now 999 is the largest 3 digit number, but 999 is not divisible by 7. So after dividing, you see you got the remainder 5. So 999 minus 5, as I have already told you earlier, you will get 994. So 994 is the greatest 3 digit number which is divisible by 7. So our series is this. Now once you got the series, it is very easy to get the value of n, because A is 105, it is given, and D is 112 minus 105, it is 7, N is equal to 994. So we need to get the value of n, that is okay. So now you are putting this value, this is the equation, okay, for the nth term of an AP. So An is equal to 994, you see An is equal to 994, A is 105, it is already there, you see A is 105 and D is 7. By putting this value, if you solve it, we got n is equal to 128. This means there are from 105 to 994, the numbers which are divisible by 7, there are 128 numbers. Or in other words, you can say there are 128 3 digit numbers which are divisible by 7. It is very interesting question, dear students. Like this way you can do any type of questions. How many 4 digit numbers are there which are divisible by 7? How many 8 digit numbers are there which are divisible by 7? Okay, this is very interesting. So therefore, total number of 3 digit numbers are divisible by 7 is 128. Clear? So with this, now let us see now take the screenshot. Now question number 14. How many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? The question is similar to question number 13. Here only the way of asking the question is different. There the question can be asked, how many numbers are there between 10 and 250 which are divisible by 4? Again I will repeat, dear students. Question is similar to question number 13, only the way of asking the question is different. Here the question can be also asked, how many, yes, the question is asked, how many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? The same question will be asked, how many numbers are there between 10 and 250 which are divisible by 4? So what to do? So now 10, the next number which is this is 10, 10 is not divisible by 4. So the next number which is divisible by 4 is 12, clear? So since these are multiples of 4, so these numbers will be divisible by 4. So therefore the next one will be, the next multiple will be 4 3 are 12. So it is 4 4 are 16. Means you go on adding 4. So 16 plus 4 are 20. 20 plus 4 are 24. Okay, the series is going like this. But what is the last number? What will be the last number in this series? How to get 250? 250 is not divisible by 4. As I told you in the previous question, you divided 250 divided by 4. So it is 4 6 are 24. If you divide, you are getting 1 and you are getting 0. 4 2s are 8. 10 minus 8 it is 2. So since remainder is not 0, so 250 is not divisible by 4. So what is the number then? 250 minus 2. As we did in this previous question, it is a 248. So 248 is the number which is divisible by 4. So you write it here, 248 248. Again, my dear students, it is very easy. You see, you got a, now according to the question, we have to get the number of terms here. How many such number of terms are there? If you write 12, 16, 20, 24 and end at 248, how many such numbers will be there? So here A is equal to, it is how many? It is 12. And D is equal to what? Since the multiple of 4, the difference will be 4 only. 16 minus 12 is equal to 4. Okay, students? Now AN, the last term AN is equal to what? It is given to be, this AN is also sometimes written as L. That is also sometimes it is useful. AN, or you can write L also. L is equal to. Okay, this is also sometimes very useful. Is equal to 248. Okay. Now we know L or N, that is given by AN is equal to A plus N minus 1D. Here we need to get the value of N. So here AN we know 248, A we know 12, D we know as a 4, isn't it? So we can easily get the value of N, and that will be the required answer to this particular question. Now let us see the fresh solution. First multiple of 4 which is greater than 10 is 12. I have already told you. So the series is 12, 16, 20, 24. Now what is the last one? Now 248, as I told you, 250 divided by 4 gives the remainder 2. So we subtract 2 from 250, you got to 248. So our AP is 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So in this AP we have to find the value of N. A we know, D we know, AN we know. So we can get the value of N from this equation. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. If you put the values of AN, A and D, AN, A, D from here, then you can get the value of N as 60. So in this AP there are 60 such numbers. Okay. So in other words, you can say between 10 and 250 there are 60 numbers which are multiples of 4, or you can say numbers which are divisible by 4. Okay, students. So now take the screenshot, please. Now we will do the last question of this class. Question number 15. For what value of N are the nth terms of two APs 63, 65, 67, 3, 10, 17 are equal? Okay. Here there are two APs. So let us represent AP1 and AP2. Clear? AP1, this is the, first of all let me explain before doing it. So in AP1, what we are having? A is equal to 63 is clearly seen. A is equal to 63. As you can easily see, A is equal to 63. And what we are getting D? D is equal to, it will be 65 minus 63, isn't it? It will be equal to 65 minus 63, it will be equal to 2. Clear? Similarly, in the case of second AP, we can easily see that A is equal to 3 and D is equal to 10 minus 3, that is equal to 7, isn't it? It is equal to 7. So in both the APs we need the value of A and D. Now we have to find out for what value of N, for what value of N are the nth terms of the two APs will be equal. You can easily see, students, in AP1, the AP1 is increasing. You see 63, decreasing, sorry. AP1 is decreasing. 63, it is increasing. Now see, students, in the two APs, if you observe, AP1, 63, 60, it is increasing. AP1 is increasing like this, isn't it? Whereas if you see AP2 is also increasing. AP2 is also increasing, 3, 10, 7, so it is also increasing. So this is also like, suppose it is increasing like this. So a point will be there when these two APs will be same. So we have to find that value of N. We have to find that value of N for which these two APs will be equal. The value of the two APs will be equal. So let us see how can we attempt this question. Now here nth term of AP1, in case of AP1, the nth term will be, suppose it is AN, it can be written as A plus N minus 1D. So what is A? A is 63 plus N minus 1 means what? We don't know the value of N, we need to get the value of N, so it will be N minus 1, and D is what? It is equal to 2. Similarly, in AP2, its nth term, let it be a dash n, that will be equal to what? It will be 3, a is 3, a is 3 here, plus we need to get the value of n minus 1, and d is 7. Now, according to the question, a n is equal to a dash n, isn't it? We need, because for which value of n these two are equal. So, if this is equal, now you can equate these two, this one will be equal to this, and in this equation only n is the variable, and we can get the value of n. What we will get? Actually, we will get a 63 plus n minus 1, 63 plus n minus 1 into 2 will be equal to, from this, we are getting actually from this, will be equal to 3 plus n minus 1 into 7. Now, this is an equation. In this equation, only the variable is n. So, after solving this, we can get the value of n, and that will be the answer to this particular question. Forward value of n. Okay. With this hint, now let us go to the fresh solution. In first AP, a is equal to 63. You see, it is given 63, and d will be 65 minus 63. It will equal to 2. Similarly, in the second AP, a is equal to 3, as I have already told you, and d is equal to 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Okay. Now, according to the question, what is that? The nth terms of the two APs are equal. The nth terms of the two APs are equal. So, what is the nth term of the two APs? In the first AP, so it is 63 plus n minus 1, d, n minus 1 and d is 2, clear? And in the second AP, nth term of second AP will be 3a plus n minus 1 d, clear? It is 7, because as I told you, so a n will be equal to a dash n, where a n is the nth term of the first AP, a n is the nth term of the first AP, isn't it? And a dash n is the nth term of the second AP, and according to the question, these two are equal. For what value when the nth term of two APs are equal? You see, the nth terms of two APs are equal, isn't it? So, therefore, here these are equal. So, now if you put the values of corresponding a and d in this one, what we will get? Now, if you solve it for the value of n, we got n is equal to 13. Okay, dear students. So, this means for n is equal to 13, if you write this one 63, 65, 67, and you go up to 13th term. Similarly, if from here if you go up to 30th term, then we will see that the values of these two APs will be same. Okay, again I will repeat, if you go on writing 63, then 65, then 67, it is differences 2, then what will happen? Let us check 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, then 80, 81, how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have to go 13th term, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. So, this is the 87 is the 13th term of this AP. Now, for the second AP, first term is 3, second term is 10, then it is 17. So, next term is 17 plus 7, 24, 24 plus 7, 31, 31 plus 7, 38, 38 plus 7, 45, isn't it? And 45 plus 7, it will be 52, 52 plus 7, it will be 59, and 59 plus 7, it will be 66, 66 plus 7, 7 is 13, so it will be 73, so 73 plus 7, it will be 80, and 80 plus 7 is 87, you see. Now, here first term, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th term is 87. Here the 13th term, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. So, you see the 13th term here is 87, here also the 13th term is 87. Okay, dear students. Now, let us, you take the screenshot please.
So this is all for today, my dear students. I will see you in the next class. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to motivate me. Thank you. Bye bye.